All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the I Can Do This All Day podcast. I'm Dan, the part-time Avenger. That's Mark, the resident Jedi.
Hello there. So every now and then, even with an amazing podcast partner, you run into just things that both of us don't watch, right? You run into me wanting to go see an epic movie in the theater and Dan being like, I don't want to see that. Or Dan watches a show and I'm just like, yeah, I don't have the hours for that one, or that not blowing my skirt up. And we sometimes get to the point in the year where we just regret not talking about something. So we spend time trying to convince each other to watch what the others watched. And you know, as opposed to all of that time and conversation going wasted by not being recording and not being, you know, shared with the listeners, we thought we'd give you some of the things that one of us has watched that we think the other should.
Yeah, so we got like a little list of some things that we've watched, and I'm just going to go first. X-Men 97, Season 2 has come out. It's not completed yet, but this is super, super solid. I am having such a good time with this season. I actually might like it better than the first season, and I'm going to say that it's better than What If. It's better than What If. The animation is better. The stories are better. The characters are better. There is feeling, there's emotion, there's action, there's plenty of nods to the comics because it's all being derived from the comic book stories, and they are packed. One thing that I had a critique on about the first season is that they really breezed through a lot of the big story arcs and a lot of the comics, but this season, it's kind of all intertwined. It's still kind of going a little fast, but at the same time, we're getting some great episodes. You've got a Wolverine centralized episode with Sabretooth, Lady Deathstrike, Morph, Maverick, even Kane. Anyone who remembers Kane from the 90s is in it very briefly, but even Omega Red's in it in that episode. So we get so many different characters in this, and that's just off of one episode. The way that they branch stuff off, Mark, just so you're aware, in case, did you finish watching X-Men 97 last season?
No, and this is such an odd one, right? Because normally I'm the one touting the animation, telling Danny to do it. So I'm sitting here trying to understand how a cartoon has locked onto the most cartoon pessimistic person I know.
Well, it's a different story because, number one, it's about a property that I really like, and it is a cartoon that I actually watched when I was younger. You know, that's the difference. You know,
I watched it too. I can hum that intro like nobody's business.
The intros are so damn good. Like, you should watch all the intros for every episode this season because they change it up. So that's another great thing. They change it up as to who's going to be in the episodes. And they did that a little bit on the first season. But they have like an X-Force intro with all the different characters there. There's a lot of cool... Shatterstar not in it, unfortunately. But there's a lot of really cool... characters. And the way that last season leaves is the X-Men are all in different times. So there's like, they're trying to get the X-Men back to the present day. And so the teams are spread out. They're in different areas. Wolverine at the beginning of the season, at the end of last season, lost his adamantium with that iconic Magneto ripping the adamantium out. So you get to see that from last season, but then you get to see like the aftermath of that. And it's quick. So it's not super long and drawn out. That's one thing that I will say that X-Men 97 has over the latter seasons of, or later seasons of the original X-Men, the animated series. The X-Men animated series almost took too long of trying to explore some of the story arcs. And for this, it's like they do it all in one episode for the most part. There's a couple two-parters in there, but at the same time, it's really, really solid. So I'm enjoying it. Plenty of FaceTime on all the characters. Jubilee gets her fucking flowers in this. So for me to be like, dude, Jubilee is badass in this season, it's pretty freaking good. It's something definitely you should check out.
You had me so excited at the premise of like a quantum leap X-Men, and then you said Jubilee, and now I'm out.
one of the best action sequences. Really cool. Really, really cool. I liked it.
Yeah,
So there's only so long that girl could be freaking useless. And finally, they may have overpowered her, but at the same time, it looks really cool. She's like John Wicking it up, and it's pretty badass. So
do you watch
check
this
it
with
out.
your kids?
They watched a couple episodes with me, but I was just like ready to watch the new episodes when they came out, so I just started watching it by myself.
I think that would be the thing that would get me back into this, is if Benny started watching it, because I really like. I grew up on X-Men comics. Like all of the characters you're talking about, I read the comics, and I could not be less interested.
Well, give it a shot if you want to, but if not, no big deal. I'm still going to enjoy it. So, what else you got on your list?
I mean, speaking of things that I've enjoyed and talked to you about, that you've stayed away from, the Odyssey came out recently.
It just came out like 3 days ago.
No, it didn't.
Came out last weekend. By the time this episode comes out, it's going to be.
See stuff.
Just because I didn't see it opening weekend, I've stayed away from it. Like, no, it's because I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay $60 for people who don't want to see the movie with me. So that's why I haven't seen it yet.
Listen, you have said since it was announced that you were like, I don't know if I'm interested in that.
I'm not going to go see it. Like, I'm just not going to see it opening weekend. Yeah. If I can get like a Tuesday that I'm free, which is never the case, I'll go see it on like a discounted day. But it's not that I don't like Christopher Nolan movies. I like them a lot. But I'm just not interested. And I know, because when I want to see a movie now, it's usually because, like I'm watching it for the podcast, I'm really jazzed about it, or all of my family also wants to see it. I'm not going to drag them to see the Odyssey. So that's all. I'm going to watch it. I'm just not going to watch it in theaters like in the next few weeks. So it is what it is.
I wanted to see it opening weekend. I think I underestimated the amount of people that were this jazzed about it. Like I live close to one of the theaters that has a 70 millimeter print that they're showing, and they're showing this round the clock. There's a 2 a.m. showing in Woodridge right now.
Jesus Christ.
For opening weekend. Like, I'm like, that's how you know you're older. You're like, I would fall asleep no matter what that was. But I couldn't get a seat. Could not get a seat for 2 weeks. So I saw it on just a regular screen. And I didn't even go IMAX. I went regular. And I will say, I know what everybody's bitching about regular. Like, it was still good there. But I might go back and see it 70 millimeter just to pay you see it.
Hold on, wait a second. You said you couldn't get a ticket for this 2 weeks ago?
I waited until the week before it released, and I couldn't get a 70 millimeter IMAX seat for at least 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I was going to say, like, you said this movie, and for the record, everyone, we're recording this on July 23rd.
Oh yeah.
Or well, yeah. Now it's July 23rd.
Time zones.
It's past midnight. It's July 22nd. This makes it even worse for your argument.
It's the
July
22nd for me. It's the 23rd for you.
22nd, and it was just released on the 17th. And he's like, it's been out forever. Like, get the fuck out of here.
It was released on the 16th, which means it was in theaters late in the 15th. But regardless, like with the box office it did, a fuck ton of people saw it already. Just not you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I think I was surprised by your lack of excitement to see it.
You haven't said anything for me to want to go see it yet, by the way.
I didn't need any plot. It was just Nolan, the story of the Odyssey, and the cast. Like, you cannot go wrong there.
The purpose of this episode is for you to convince the other person, and you have not said a single thing for me to go see this movie. So I think I'm still all right on it.
Listen, there's a lot of ways you can go with a story that's 3,000 years old, that you leverage a media that was originally built to be like IMAX, was originally built to be visually dazzling outside of anything we'd ever seen before. And honestly, I'm going to go back and try and get a 70 millimeter ticket before it leaves that theater, because even on the even on the regular screen, it was insanely large. So when and if you do go and see it, like, push for big. Don't wait for home. Like Christopher Nolan in an interview
Yeah.
says he doesn't give a shit where people watch it. He's not that guy. I'm a little snobby and I'm like really excited to see this. I remember going to see the last thing I remember being this geeked to see on a large odd scale was Hateful Eight in its 70 millimeter release. You remember that?
Yeah, I don't care to see a Quentin Tarantino movie on that big of a screen. This I can understand because there's a lot of different scenery, there's a lot of different action sequences. Like, I get that. There's a reason for that. I go see a Quentin Tarantino movie for the dialogue and the acting,
Oh,
not for the grandiose, that like for the especially for the Hateful Eight. Is it just are you just supposed to be amazed by like the snow and then that's it? Like just the
it
few
was
outdoor scenes that they have?
it was good. Like it was an experience. It made the movie bigger than life, in my
Okay.
opinion. And that's why I'd say like this movie, The Odyssey, felt bigger than life just regularly seeing it in a standard sized film. Except it was loud. It was loud as fuck. And I don't know, sidebar, has your theater been just turning it up really loud? Like, that's not an old man question. I have a sizable home sound system that I watch things super loud on, but this was
Not
insane even for
really.
me.
Yeah, no, not really. I haven't seen anything that's like been obnoxiously loud.
Oh, obnoxious. And normally it's just the IMAX that's obnoxiously loud, but this one was loud. It could just be my theater, but overall, like you got to see it big if and when you go see it, even if
Okay.
it's just by yourself, which I did, which was awesome.
All right.
Because I couldn't even get my wife to go see this. No, she was doing something else and I just found the time. But yeah, my wife wasn't even stoked to see this. So that's why my convincing so shit. I just love the Odyssey as a story so much that I'm just like, of course I'm going to see it.
Yeah. It's not that I don't want to see it. It's just that I'm not like this is not a Marvel movie for me. This is not a movie that I'm just like dying to see. Is it going to be a good movie? I've no doubt that it's a good movie. No doubt that I'll be entertained. No doubt that I'll enjoy it. I will just enjoy it on my time, not for the rush to the theater to go see it. It'll be around a while too, I think. So I think I'm in good shape. But yeah. The next movie that I want to talk about that I've seen recently that I've wanted to see for the longest time, and I had it on my queue, and then my wife decided to cancel Netflix, was Apex, starring Charlize Theron and Taron Egerton. So that is a straight to Netflix movie. Pretty solid. And I'll watch pretty much anything with Charlize Theron in it. And I like Taron Egerton. He happens to be a villain in this, a very sick and twisted fuck. But at the same time, like this movie, I think you might enjoy it too, because there's a little bit of cliffhanger vibes at the beginning, and it kind of ventures into you like shitty movies, so you probably remember Cliffhanger with Sylvester Stallone.
No, I was saying
so,
cliffhanger, like, do they do an homage as Taron Egerton in like a wrestling singlet hanging from a bridge?
Oh, yeah, no. It's Charlize Theron, is that? But
she
yeah,
was
so
in a wrestling singlet. I might go see it now.
No,
she was great in the Odyssey.
I'll watch anything with her in it, and I'll watch anything with Taron Egerton in it. But yeah, it's just a solid movie. It's a nice thriller. You know, you got some really awkward stuff, and it's just like you're in I believe it's the Australian outback, and she is just going through like different areas of the outback and just trying to survive. And yeah, it's good. It's solid, very good, and it's highly entertaining.
So what is it sci-fi? Is it spy?
It's a thriller. It's a thriller. Think of it like The River Wild meets Cliffhanger meets Deliverance.
That you did not sell me more. That it's not.
Yeah, because
sci-fi.
I like good movies. If I would have said like, yeah, everyone fucking holds hands at the end around a campfire, then you'd be like, okay, cool. Like, no, this is a nice downer movie. This is a nice downer movie for me, but at the same time has some, Charlize Theron is a badass. Taron Egerton is fucking unhinged, and it's a cool little adventure thriller type of thing. Almost not horror, but in a sense that it's not a happy time. It's going to be on edge of your seat type of thriller type of movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's all right. Like I said, if you want to watch a good movie, watch it.
If I want to watch,
So.
you know what? If I want to watch it, did you ever watch The Life of Chuck, which was one of the
Yep.
last good movies I told you to watch? Okay. That I remember being a fight for us, and honestly, an honorable mention that I'd put on this list, even though you have seen it. That's one I'd sell to listeners as something you don't expect that's just good. On a level of Nothing to Life of Chuck, where is Apex?
I mean, two completely different movies. I would say Apex is definitely better because Life of Chuck, a lot of the movie, you're just thinking, what the fuck? Where is this going? And why is Chuck's face everywhere? I liked it. I liked it, but I could totally see as to why that was a Stephen King one, right?
Yeah.
I could see why it's a Stephen King one. I could see why it's a Stephen King one because it's just kind of out there. And then it's just like, oh, okay, well, that's a nice short story. And then that's what it is. Like, I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I liked it. I'm glad that you had talked about it. And my wife and I watched it, and it was just a little out there and very Stephen King-y. So it's, I get it.
It was one that I'm glad you watched it. And that's the value of us having these conversations that we sometimes don't record for listeners, that it's worth a watch. And sometimes you win and sometimes you get nothing but trouble.
If you like movies that make you think, and then you're kind of just wondering, like, what type of world is this? It's interesting. It's fascinating because you also have so many different ways to kind of think about where your own life is taking you. So it's a movie that makes you think, which I thoroughly enjoy movies that make you think. So I was all down for it. But was that the one that was on your list that I just happened to tell you that I watched it?
No, you said thriller, so I wanted a gauge of, is it as
that
good as...
That is not a thriller.
It's a
Life of Chuck is not
a movie, though.
Not thrilling.
Okay. I was talking about just overall movie quality then. Like the last thing I watched that surprised me was Life of Chuck. And if you're telling me this is good, you know, I mean, I like mindless stuff though. And you forget, like, I've told you to watch Parks and Rec, which...
too much time. Too much time.
No, just turn it on whenever.
I can't. Yeah, but I can't watch fucking 9 seasons, whatever, how many seasons it was.
Dude,
that's like saying, like, hey, do you want to watch You should watch Breaking Bad. That's a commitment. Parks and Rec is a commitment, regardless.
Parks and Rec is a commitment well worth it. I want to be able to make little Sebastian jokes.
So is Breaking Bad, but at the same, what's it called?
Apex?
Ozark. That's another one. Oh. Ozark is another one. But yeah. But what else is on your list?
Did you see The Long Walk?
I did.
Thoughts?
Not as good as I wanted it to be. I really, really wanted it. But you know me, I like a downer ending, and that was a good ending. I was just, Mark Hamill also.
Thank you. I think that's what took me out of it. And
it was not great.
Life of Chuck, Mark Hamill was great.
I don't even remember him in it. That's how good it was. So that's why I really don't. I don't remember him being in it. Who was he in Life of Chuck?
He was the grandpa.
Was he?
Yeah.
Shit. All right. Well, cool. Yeah, I did enjoy Life of Chuck. I just don't, like I said, I didn't even mean that. I meant it to be a joke, but at the same time, it really was that good. And I remembered, what's his name? Chiwetel Ejiofor, if I'm pronouncing the name right.
Yeah.
But yeah. So it was good. It was good. But yeah, it's Mark Hamill took me out of it. Long Walk. I was very interested in seeing it. I kind of had the feeling it was going to end the way that it did, but it still took me by surprise.
Yeah, no, that's, what we never talked about. One other one is the new Running Man, the updated Running Man.
It's fine. It's entertaining. It's fine. It's fine.
I
like Glenn Powell.
I didn't
but it's
finish
fine.
It was, after watching the Arnold version again, it's not even close. The Arnold version.
No,
is
it's not.
So
It's
much
not.
better.
It's
So
Arnold is
much
better. It's worse. I don't know how it can be worse and better at the same time, but it is. It is.
It's so crazy. And that's another listener question. Which Running Man did you like the most? But how could it be so much better?
Yeah.
And just terrible. Just terrible, Chuck.
It's very up the Edgar Wright style for sure. But yeah, I think I like my Running Man a little bit more jacked and in ridiculous outfits.
Yeah, you like him with an accent. That sounds like Dr. Doom.
So I just have one last one that I want to talk about, and I just saw this a couple days ago. Obsession on Peacock or Peacock, the right way to pronounce it.
I've seen it come up, and I was not
the best movie. Like I'll say scary movie, the best scary movie that I've seen in forever. The acting is fantastic. If you've ever dated someone who is unhinged, that has just, like they just like you a little too much, this is, oh God, it's like, it's so realistic, but also at the same time, it has some twists to it or some characteristics that are like, oh yeah, this isn't just about some obsessed person. It's a very, very well done, very well executed, very expertly acted, in my opinion. So, and the ending's perfect. The ending is just flat out perfect.
See, that as a topic to a movie for me is always kind of it feels kind of ick for me.
Oh, it is 100%.
Yeah, but not in a good way. Not in like a.
I see. That's why I like that in movies, though. That's why I like that, because here's the thing: when it comes to movies, am I looking to escape? Yeah. At the same time, I'd like to see stuff that is a magnification of what happens in real life. And in this case, there's the One Wish Willow, I think it's called. And so this dude makes a wish and it comes true. There's some consequences. Think of it like Aladdin, except dark.
That's what it is. But Fear with Mark Wahlberg. They had a kid. Like,
not even Fear. Like Fear with Mark Wahlberg fucking sucked.
That movie was fucking terrifying. If it was a chick.
Yeah. But this is terrifying because it is a chick, but at the same time, it's like she does it so well. The actress, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but Indian Navarrete or something like that. But she was in the Superman TV show, Superman and Lois. Great in that show. I really liked her in that. And she is just freaking fantastic. She is so good in this that she's been in talks with Marvel and Jake Schreier to be in the new X-Men movie.
As the Stalker? Like,
as whatever she wants to be.
As whatever she wants to be.
Oh, speaking of what you were talking about with The Long Walk, apparently Cooper Hoffman is in talks to be Cyclops in the X-Men, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But if he can get jacked and ripped, okay, sure.
Marsden is alive. It's okay. Hugh Jackman's never given up Wolverine, so
till he's 90.
I mean, I hope he lives that long. So this obsession on a scale of like Fear to that one movie with Elizabeth Seyfried where she's crazy, or Amanda Seinfeld.
Amanda Seinfeld.
Yeah. What was the name of that one where she was a psycho?
I don't really know which one. She's played a psycho in a lot of movies.
Yeah, no. Well, there was that new one that just came out, right? Like The Housemaid. Was it The Housemaid where she was crazy? And then
you think that it is her, but it's not.
Okay. And then there was
Did you see The Housemaid?
No, I saw the previews for it. The movie I'm talking about is it Chloe? I'm looking on IMDb. I'm sorry.
It's good. How about that? It's good. Okay. It's better than Fear. It's better than whatever fucking garbage that you're looking at.
Fear was. I remember Fear at the time being a good thriller.
Dude, I wanted to. So backstory about Fear.
Yeah.
I was in 7th grade, and the person that I was dating at the time we were going to go see a movie, and we were trying to go see Fear, but they wouldn't sell us the tickets because it was an R-rated movie and we were under 17.
Oh,
So
man.
I ended up watching Fear at home, and it was good. It was good, but this by far trumps it. Like not even in the same category. There's like expert level, and then there's Fear. So it's worth checking out.
Okay.
It's creepy. It's funny. It is something that is relatable. But yeah, I can't talk enough about it. I might watch it again. My wife wouldn't let my oldest watch it, and so I think I'll watch it with him just to give the parental guidance if need be.
Just to piss off your wife? Like, that seems
Yeah, it's all good.
smart.
It's all good.
That seems
It's not
smart.
that bad. I read, like, there was this website that I went to. It's like, is this appropriate for, a 12-year-old, blah, blah, blah. And it's like they wrote down the stuff that's inappropriate. I'm just thinking, like, that's not bad. That's fine. And then I watched it and I was like, oh man, they really embellished on the reason why you shouldn't watch it. So it's fine.
All good. Well,
But yeah.
now that we've talked about a few of these, and some of them are new and some of them are old, but I'm interested to see, because you might get me on Obsession. I don't know about Apex, but I'm curious to see if any of these align with our listeners, anything that they think we should see. And I'm curious to see if any of them end up on the show, the end of year show for best things that surprised me.
Sounds good. Any other movies that you had on your list at all?
Not really. No, I've been lately just watching stuff for the pod, or going back and I've been on a Park and Rec binge, which is why I bring it back up. Like, just do it. It's good for you.
There's only so many hours in the day with our full-time jobs, our families, and the podcast. And the podcast is fun, but at the same time, like the movies and content that we watch, we try to keep it on brand for the most part. But at the same time, if there's stuff that we end up watching and we can convince the other person to review it, that's how we come with our episodes. But if there are any viewers, listeners, or anyone else out there, friends, family, whatever, let us know if there's something that we should watch, and maybe we'll watch it. Maybe we'll review it. Maybe we'll even have you on as a guest to give a little bit of some insight as to why this was a movie that we should watch. So throwing it out there, internet and the world and all of our fans.
If there's a comment with a recommendation that has, like 50 likes, we'll do it. We'll bring a guest on.
Sounds good. But until next time, I'm Dan the Part-Time Avenger. That's Mark the Resident Jedi.
Don't forget all your comments and thoughts on new movies at I Can Do This All Day podcast on all of the socials or on the YouTube. Review, follow, download, and we'll see you on the next one.
Have a good night, everyone.